Hi, welcome to my Trisha Paytas Psychic Tarot reading. Thank you for listening and watching. If you would be interested in your own personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Purchase your reading directly from my website, and within 24 hours, I will send you an email confirmation. We'll get your reading done that same day or within 1 to 3 days or sooner. Subscribe, like this video, comment, and share with your friends and family. Keep in touch with me on my social media. My Instagram is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. My Facebook is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. So this is about Trisha Paytas and what exactly is going on with Trisha Paytas lately. Now, she's been in quite a bit of drama lately. That was really weird. I have no idea what that was, but on the table. But this is Trisha Paytas, and I just want to know what is going on with Trisha Paytas. She's been in a lot of drama lately. She had the whole transgender moment. She's just been posting a lot of weird videos the past few weeks. The past few months, really, because I'm a Trisha Paytas fan, I guess, and I love her. I do. I love her. I think she's funny. I think she's hilarious. I think she's confusing. So I'm wondering if she's a Gemini, actually, because she has very Gemini-like behavior. But I love Geminis. I have a lot of Geminis in my family. So if she is a Gemini, there's like nothing wrong with that at all. But I just want to know what is going on with Trisha. Like, what is going on with Trisha Paytas, and why has she been acting so strange lately? Does she need a hug? What's going on? Let's see. What's going on with Trisha Paytas? Why has she been acting so strange lately? What's going on with Trisha Paytas? Why has she been acting so strange? I know I did a reading on Trisha. Was it like a year or two ago? I don't even remember now. But I did a reading on Trisha a while ago on my YouTube channel. So go check that out. I might actually put it at the end of the video so you can compare the two, this reading and that one. So let's see what's going on with Trisha. I get the Two of Cups here in the past position. Now keep in mind I'm going to pull a spread and then I'm going to channel the energies after. So I, excuse me, I may read the cards but then channel energy. So you may notice the switch in the middle of the reading. So the Two of Cups in the past position, with the Five of Wands here in the present position, interesting. And the Temperance here. I feel like Trisha works best in chaos. You know how some creators just kind of work best in messy environments, or they kind of always need to have drama going on in their lives to pull on and to inspire them. I feel like this is Trisha Paytas. Like, she kind of doesn't know yet how to be an artist, how to be a content creator, how to be a creator in general, and not rely on toxicity to get attention or to get her message across. And I see a lot of artists fall into this trap, actually. So I feel like drama, obviously, chaos is what brings Trish money. And it's kind of all she knows. I feel like it's a formula. The Hermit, but I also feel like she doesn't have a lot of friends either, to be honest, in real life. The Wheel of Fortune. So I'm just going to pull a few more cards and channel the energies. But from what the cards are telling me, Trish is trying to get to a new level in her career. Let's see. She's trying to get to a new level in her career. Trisha's trying to get to a new level in her career, and she's relying on controversy to get there. She's relying on controversy to catapult her into a new level of success, a new level of fame, and I feel like she studied this. I feel like she studied other people. She studied other artists, especially music artists. So I'm not surprised that she's doing music. Like I'm seeing Britney Spears, obviously, Marilyn Manson, Lady Gaga, like very much troubled souls. I feel like she like is attracted to troubled souls and artists. And I feel like she feels like she has to be the same way or express herself the same way in order to get her art across, get her message across. Like, I have to be brokenhearted. I have to be a mess. I have to be, like, that's what I feel with Trisha. Also, I'm picking up, Trisha has obviously experienced a lot of issues in love. And I feel like she, it's almost like an fu to like her lovers, her haters. Like she's actually experienced a lot of heartbreak in the past, and I feel like she's gone through a lot behind the scenes emotionally, and I'm also feeling like she's gone through some traumatic situations, like trauma, emotional trauma, possibly dealing from the internet. Once again, internet scandals or just internet hate or something like that, and it's just like she's trying to reclaim that power. She's trying to reclaim her power by, operating under the notion that she doesn't care. I'm gonna do me. This is how I feel. I'm just speaking my heart, and then crying wolf about it when she gets called out for something. So I feel like with this Trisha, it's really a cycle. It's a formula. She's gotten kind of. It's a formula for her, really. It's a formula. But I feel like that formula is starting to get played out. She's starting to notice. And once again, I also feel like Trisha is trying to move away from YouTube. I feel like she's ultimately wanting to actually move away from YouTube. I feel like ultimately she wants to be a household name, like a brand, like a Kim Kardashian. Like Kim Kardashian, technically, for example, doesn't really need what is the show called? Keeping Up with the Kardashians at this point. She doesn't need that TV show. And for Kim Kardashian, the equivalent, okay, so if we're comparing Trisha, because this is the energies I'm picking up. Now I'm channeling energy, all right? Because I told you the switch was going to come, right? So if we're comparing Trisha and Kim Kardashian, and maybe I should just show you my face while I do this, okay? So if we're comparing Trisha and Kim Kardashian, we have to think that obviously they're on two separate levels, right? Trisha's, gained her fame on YouTube. Kim Kardashian gained her fame debatedly from Ray J, all right? And that whole situation. But two different levels of fame, two different levels of the media, the public, that kind of energy. So if we're comparing the two, Kim Kardashian's YouTube would be, or YouTube channel, I guess, would be the Keeping Up with the Kardashians TV show. Meaning that Kim built her brand really off of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians TV show. But Kim also built her brand off of controversy as well. All right, so we can add her to the list probably of people Trisha may also look up to. All right. And by the way, like the people I'm mentioning, she may have actually mentioned these people. I don't know. I have not watched every. Sorry, the camera cut off. But I don't know. I don't watch every YouTube or Trisha YouTube video. I don't really follow her life like that. If I see a video she posts and I think it's going to be funny or entertaining or interesting, I'll watch it. But I don't watch all her videos because I know in a lot of them she's trolling or talking about nothing. No shade. So but I feel like I know she likes Britney. I don't know if she likes Gaga, but I'm just, I'm naming artists. Okay, so at this point, let's go back to the whole Kim Kardashian Trisha thing. At this point, for Kim could really leave the Kardashian, Keeping Up with the Kardashian brand behind. Now, it is technically at this point what she's known for, all right? Besides the whole Ray J thing, because that's behind her, right? Well, she wants it to be behind her. But Kim has a loyalty, I believe, to Keeping Up with the Kardashians, to her family, to her fans. Even though she may have a weird like relationship to the TV show and the reality show itself at this point. Trisha's kind of the same way with YouTube. YouTube is Trisha's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, all right? In the sense that YouTube, Trisha's YouTube platform, YouTube channel is what Trisha built her brand off of at this point. Now, is Trisha at the point right now where I feel, she's like Kim, and Kim's making really boss moves. She's, studying to be a lawyer, and, she just, I just picked this up. Didn't she just release what's it called, Skims line with a bodysuit or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? She released a line, a body shaper. Is Trisha Paytas at that point right now where she could do the same thing, where she could release a bodysuit line, where she could, study to be a lawyer and be taken seriously? I don't think so. No, I think Trisha has a lot to clean up, a way more controversy, than Kim, if we're comparing the two once again. And, she's not there yet, but she's making strides to get there. Even though it's a little bit sloppy, all right? Very sloppy, all right? So I just wanted to channel that energy for you and kind of get you to understand where Trisha's coming from. That's what I feel. I feel like she's trying to... Because there's something also where YouTube is not as reliable for her as it used to be. Whether the coins aren't coming in as they used to, or YouTube is just really... I feel like YouTube is a lot more strict. Actually, so she also has to be more strategic in how she uploads videos and how she promotes things. For example, I noticed the whole transgender thing. I believe that was actually a promotion for the Zac Efron High School Musical video, which was a good video, by the way, funny, but it was also, I feel like, staged. And I think I didn't mention that, something along the lines of that in the video where I talk about is Trisha Paytas transgender, the live I did maybe a week or two ago. I think Trisha is just obviously smarter than we think. But not as business smart, all right, as well. I think, Trisha, you need a better team behind you if you want to move away from YouTube and be like a household name, and be able to drop whatever you want and put your name on it and people will buy it because it's Trisha Paytas. I don't think you're at that point yet, but I think you want to get to that point. Like, I think that's what you love about Britney. That's what you love about Kim. That's what you love about, I don't even know who else. Gaga. These are just the ones that keep coming to my mind. I'm also seeing Shania Twain. I haven't heard from her in a long time. But I feel like Trisha has the ability to switch it up, really. Like, she could be the girl next door. She could be the slut. She could be the churchy. But she's just too sloppy with it. I don't know. Let's see. Is Trisha going to ever get to the level of fame that she wants to be? Is Trisha ever going to get to the level of success that she wants to be? This is going to be my final question. And I think I'm going to link the reading I did for Trisha last year at the end of this video so that you can compare the two and see how accurate I am, all right? Or what came true for me. You tell me what came true, all right? Is Trisha Paytas ever going to get to a level of success that she went? Because I think in the first reading I did for her, I went a lot in depth into like her background and her upbringing. Because if I remember correctly, like, I think she didn't have the best upbringing, but I might be confusing her with Tana Mongeau. Because I also did a reading on her at the same time, if I remember. So, is Trisha ever going to get to the level of success that she wants to be? Page 1, she desperately wants it. She desperately wants it. And she kind of has like envy. Like why is it not me? Like why do they get to have all this success? Like why? Like she's kind of that. There's also something where Trish has to believe she can like achieve it. Like I feel like there's something about online hate. Like I feel like online hate really gets to her. And I feel like a lot of people will tell her like you're never gonna be anything. You're never gonna be able to, be a pop star. You're never gonna be able to be on Britney's level. Like I just like it gets to her. She's gonna work hard though. She's gonna work hard though. Don't underestimate her work hardness. All right, Trisha, I would love to do a birth chart reading on you, girl. Actually, because I feel like I would learn a lot. So contact me for a birth chart reading. We can do it in private if you want. All right. I'm cheap. All right. Well, I'm cheap for your coin. All right. Here we have the Eight of Coins. Speaking of coins, you're going to work hard, Trisha. You're going to work hard to achieve the success that you want. You're going to be strategic. You realize that you have to be strategic. I think you're going to be strategic more so moving forward to try to win public favor in the public eye. Because I think you're realizing that your antics are not winning the public favor. And I think Trisha has a very unique way of making fun of herself. Like, and it comes always like at the most unexpected moments. Like, she could be going through the worst scandal, and like, she'll find a way to make fun of herself about it. So, is Trisha ever going to achieve the level of success that she wants? I see it in the cards. I believe, but I just see also so many setbacks due to your antics. And your love life as well. Your love life can be a big downfall for you, Trisha. You don't always get in the relationship with the best people. All right. And you get in relationships with people who also end up tarnishing your image in some way, like your image that you're so trying so hard to build and brand, and so. But then I feel like it also just becomes another part of the act for you. Like you just find a way to like make fun of yourself for it and make fun of the situation. So Trisha, I feel like you haven't quite found your niche. You haven't quite found what your thing is yet. I think that's your issue. I think you're searching for it. But I feel like you're gonna end up getting like a major deal. I feel like you're gonna end up getting a major sponsorship, a brand deal, and it's not gonna be anything like Adam and Eve or anything like that. It's gonna be like a major brand deal. I feel it could even be a modeling deal or something like that. But I feel like you're gonna get a major brand deal, and that's gonna be your break into the industry. I feel like being taken seriously in the industry. I feel like that's gonna be your break. And I also see you doing a movie, like that could actually be in theaters or like just on YouTube or something like that. It's funny because I see you like you're acting and you're like holding your little white dog or like poodle or something like that, and you're in distress. And I don't know if you're like stranded in the middle of the road or something, or like I'm also seeing something about like your mansion being packed up and maybe you finding out that you've lost your millions, and it's like, but I feel like it's all making fun. Trisha's kind of like a comedic genius, you all, actually. So, girl, I don't know what to say, but, I do think you will reach the level of success that you want. I think 2020 is especially going to be your year and your, like, decade, the 2020s, where is, like, Trisha's moment. So thank you for listening and watching. If you want your own personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Purchase your reading directly from my website. Within 24 hours, I will send you an email confirmation letting you know that I received your payment. I'll get your reading done the same day, within 1 to 3 days or sooner. You can also call me or text me at 703-791-9162. Standard rates apply. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share with your friends and family, and keep in touch with me on my social media. The links to my social media on my website are in the description box below. It's also in the comment section. And I'm going to post the video I did for Trisha last year now after this one. So you can watch it if you would like and see what has come true so far, all right, up until this point. And then maybe we'll loop back around in another year and do it all over again, maybe, depending on where Trisha is in her life. All right, love you. And I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you for your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you. Hello, welcome to my live psychic tarot reading on Trisha Paytas, all right, YouTuber Trisha Paytas. For those of you who don't know, Trisha Paytas is a reality TV show star, as well as a YouTuber, a very famous YouTuber, with millions of subscribers, known for her vlogs, where she talks about her life. And yeah, I'm actually a big fan of her, so I just want to look into what's going on with her. Hey, Dina. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this reading. I want to look into what's going on with Trisha, what's going on with her mental health. Is she okay? I also want to look into what's next in her career, all right? And also I want to look into what's going on with her and Jason, because I'm not sure about that relationship. They're always back and forth. So let's just get into the tea, okay? By the way, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. And if you would like a personal psychic tarot reading or an astrology birth chart reading from me, I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader. Check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Or you can just type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot for Google or on Google and I'll show up, okay? Hey, Alina. Hey, McCain. Hey, PM. I feel like he uses her for views. Well, we'll look into that, all right? I've actually never looked at Jason's channel. Oh, McCain says Trisha is irrelevant. Okay. I like her. You know, I enjoy her sometimes. But I want to look into what's going on with her mental health. What's going on with Trisha Paytas? Is her mental health okay? Because lately she's just not the same Trisha that I used to know when I first found her like a couple years ago. She even looks completely different. So I want to know what's going on with Trisha Paytas. Is her mental health okay? Please make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. What's going on with Trisha Paytas? Is her mental health okay? I definitely feel like Trisha needs to ground herself. Like Trisha puts obviously a lot of emphasis on her self-worth, on what she has. I'd be interested to know what her second house is in. All right, the second house of self-worth in her birth chart. What's going on with Trisha Paytas? Is her mental health okay? Ever since she did that 100-layer challenge, what was that? Don't know much about her, but we'll look her up. Sparked an interest. Yes, Trisha is she's very interesting. That's a good word to use, Dina. I love her, to be honest. What's going on last shuffle with Trisha Paytas? Is her mental health okay? I get the 7 of coins. So, okay, she's very focused on money. Very, very money-focused person. Almost to the point of like, let me put this on mute. Sorry, you guys. It's my cousin. Almost to the point where she will literally do anything for views as long as she knows it will bring money in the bank. I get the King of Cups, though. So does anyone know Jason Nash's zodiac sign? Or her father? What's the relationship to the father? Is he a water sign? I do see a King of Cups who's kind of a bad influence. I don't know if Trisha drinks or if she does, substances, smokes weed, something like that. But I do feel like she learned certain habits through this water sign, whoever this water sign is. So this could even be an ex. Like um, certain, what's the word I'm thinking of? Coping habits. And she's kind of realizing now that whatever coping, it could even be eating, like maybe eating, whatever coping habits she learned. It's like Trisha is currently going through some sort of rebirth or like peeling the layers. Oh my God, she put hundreds of layers of semen on her face. Are you serious? I had no idea. She does do a lot of mukbangs. Here we get the Hierophant. I feel like there is a man that is behind her bad behavior. There's a man that is behind the reasoning for her bad behavior. Whether this man taught her negative coping habits, or whether this man caused her to have some type of experience that has altered her behavior in some way. I don't know. There's some man behind, and I don't know if it's a father figure. It's this water sign. I don't know if it's, an ex or Jason Nash, something like that. Trisha either wants or needs a complete makeover. Like, I feel like Trisha's going to get to the point where she wants just a complete makeover. Whether that means she wants to change her look, her style, or, God forbid, she wants to do more surgeries or something like that. I do feel like there's going to come a point where she's going to look in the mirror and she's just going to say, I have to do something about this. I need a makeover. I feel that energy. And this is when we're going to start to see the old rembrances of Trisha come back. But I think right now she's just at a point of she's lost herself, so she's trying to find herself again. Jason is a Gemini. Okay, maybe it's not Jason unless he has a water sign, moon or rising. Maybe the man brainwashed her into doing humiliating things. Maybe, I'm not sure, but there's definitely a man behind her behavior. And the Ace of Coins. So I do feel like there's something where and this is actually going to be my next question. What's next in her career? I do feel like we're going to see changes in her YouTube channel. I feel like she's going to start to become more spiritual, kind of, actually. Like, we're going to hear her. I don't know if she's done a video like this. I have to be honest, I haven't looked at all her videos. But I feel like she's going to start to talk about, like, oh, crystals, or I went to this spiritualist, I went to this psychic, something like that. I did Reiki, they cleansed my energy, my aura. I feel like she's going to start to talk more about this. And then I feel like we will literally start to see a transformation and a change, especially with the Magician coming out next to the Temperance card, next to the Ace of Coins. So I feel like whatever spiritual transformation she's heading towards, it's going to change her channel for the better. I think money will get better for Trisha. I think part of what her behavior is right now, and I think this is part of what this man either ingrained in her, or however it was, ingrained in her. She may be having money issues right now, and I feel like part of this is why she's having kind of like the behavior she's having right now. I feel like Trisha isn't the best at coping with stress sometimes. She could be better at coping with stress and coping with things being out of her control. I feel like she's kind of stuck in a cycle of making YouTube content that gets views, that gets, YouTube revenue up. But I feel like that content is starting to be aged out for her, meaning she's going to have to slowly start to become more mature in her content. As far as her mental health, I think as soon as she gets rid of this man's influence, and I also have to say, generally, men's influence overall in her life. Like I said, I would love to know what her second house is in. I don't know. Maybe she has Saturn in her second house. That would make a lot of sense. But I just feel like Trisha really needs to work on her self-esteem and where and how she validates herself. Once again, I feel like she validates her sense of self or her self-worth from things outside of herself, things she owns, her money, her bank account, attention from men. These are all things that validate Trish, but I feel like this is also the same transformation she's going through. She's going through this transformation where she's learning to no longer validate things outside of herself or use things outside of herself to validate her, but instead validate herself within herself. And this is why I think we're going to start to slowly see some sort of transformation. And then I feel like Trisha's actually going to want to start a family at some point. I would say within a couple years, 2 to 4 years. I feel like Trisha's going to want to start a family. We're going to hear about her, wanting a family, wanting to start a family. And it's almost like Trisha becomes like a mom or something like that, like before our eyes, or like it's just like a weird kind of, okay, we're not used to seeing you this way, but we kind of like it because you're way more chill, if that makes sense. But I do feel like her mental health is being compromised by a man or by men who kind of use her and manipulate her, I feel. Oh, Trisha's a Taurus. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Quote for Trisha: "How many likes is your life worth?" I heard that somewhere in a song, and that came to mind hearing this reading. That sums Trisha up so perfectly, Dina. And I'm like, I love that, considering you really don't know who she is. That's like the perfect quote for Trisha. All right, so now I want to look at what's next for Trisha in her career. Is she going to focus on YouTube? Is she going to focus more on things outside of YouTube? Because she has a lot of things outside of YouTube. So what's next for Trisha in her career? I love Trisha too, stalking people through tarot. What's next for Trisha in her career? What's next for Trisha Paytas in her career? Can we say a prayer at the end of this for her? Sure. Absolutely. What is next in Trisha's career? What's next for Trisha in terms of her career? Where is Trisha heading in her career? Last shuffle. Nine of Swords. Everything seems to be falling apart for Trisha, especially within the last year or two. Things have seemed the structure she created around herself, and this makes a lot of sense now that I know she's a Taurus and Earth sign. Earth signs are all about structure. The structure she created for herself in terms of how she made her money, how she was able to live her life, and be a YouTube sensation, is no longer working for her. She's going to have to restructure her life in a way, in terms of her career, because I feel like Trisha's career is literally her life. All right, and maybe that's why I'm just saying her life. I get the Princess of Wands, so I do feel like her YouTube channel for sure is going in a new direction. I feel like there's also things going on behind the scenes where maybe like some of her videos are getting demonetized, or like she's getting a lot of marks or something. I get the Nine of Wands here. So she's definitely overcoming a lot in terms of her career. And it's kind of like for the last 2 or 3 years, she didn't really know where she wanted to go in her career. She kind of just went where the money went. She focused on where the money went. But I feel like, once again, there's going to be something where she's going to want to start a family, or like either she's going to want to start a family, or she's going to want to start to create a team of people behind her, a steady, like a team, She's going to want to start to create a team, and I'm surprised she hasn't done this already. But I think this is actually a good step for her. I just don't think she knows how to go about doing that. I think there's something about Trisha where she has trust issues from negative experiences working with people in business settings, especially when it comes to friends in business. And I feel like what she really wants is like a team, like a family, like not just people who work for me, but like friends, like family. This is literally how I see her, saying it. But it's like, you know, she kind of like, she doesn't like mixing business with pleasure or friends and family with business, something like that. I get the Emperor here. I do feel like Trisha, I don't know if she has an agent or a manager. If she does have an agent or a manager, I feel like he's going to start to take her in the direction of, I think, music, I feel. Whether or not that's the right direction for her, time will tell. I'm not really sure if that's the direction Trisha even really wants to go in. I feel like, once again, she's just trying to find what sticks. It's interesting because I thought going in that it would be, she would start to go more towards things outside of YouTube, but I actually feel like there are a lot of blocks for her towards pursuing certain things outside of YouTube. So I feel like there's something where she actually needs to focus on her YouTube channel or her YouTube online persona and clean it up a bit. Get it more cohesive and brand herself a bit more, I think, a bit more solidly before she can really start going outside of YouTube and landing those gigs. Okay? That's kind of what I see for Trisha. Let's just pull a few more cards for what's going on with her career. I do feel like she's going to start to brand herself more. I mean, I feel like we will start to actually see her endorsing certain things, or like maybe even in commercials or something like that. But she's going to have to either rebrand herself or brand herself a little bit more solidly. All right? That's what I feel. She needs more grounding within herself for her to move forward in a positive way. I feel like somewhere along the line, she listened to too many opinions and the views of others, which led her here. Leaving her aura and energy open for attack and negative attachment, she needs to release herself from. Exactly. Thank you, Dina. All right, so last spread, I just want to see what's going on with Trisha and Jason. So what is next for Trisha and Jason? What's going on with Trisha and Jason? What's going on with Trisha and Jason? What is next for Trisha and Jason? Jason Nash is his name. He's another fellow YouTuber, and they have a bit of a tumultuous relationship, for those of you who don't know. Very tumultuous. You can look it up. Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash. I'm sure there are a lot of drama videos explaining all the tea. Excuse me. I need to take a allergy thingy. Prince of Wands, there's something about Jason where he is very immature for his age. I mean, I feel like, once again, and I've said this before, there's something about Trisha that makes Jason feel young and lively and vibrant, all right? But there is something about Jason where he has moments of being unsure about the relationship. He has moments of being unsure of whether or not it's good for his life and or image. But I see something about being a father, his children. I don't know how old his children are. But Justice card, so I do feel like there could be something about engagement or marriage soon, if there hasn't been already. I can't keep up anymore, all right? I feel like there's some sort of like disconnect between them, actually, with the Four of Swords coming out. I feel like their conversations can sometimes be like, oh, today I did this, and then it's like, oh, I did this today, and then there's like silence, and then Trisha gets mad because of the silence. Like, it's just like their chemistry their chemistry isn't as sparkly or as fiery or as potent as one would think, I feel. But I do feel like they when they fight, it's passionate. This is kind of a dramatic relationship. I feel like a relationship that feeds off of drama a little bit. The fights are passionate. I think the makeup sex is passionate, and that kind of energy. And there's something about Trisha, I feel, where it's like, she's kind of like, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? But Trisha's more into it, I think, than Jason is. Because I just think there's something about the relationship that really feeds Trisha's ego. And I actually think there's something about Trisha where she can be a bit, and no shade, no tea, either emotionally or mentally abusive in relationships. Here we have the Seven of Cups, but I think, once again, that's due to her being hurt in a past relationship as well, or something along those lines. It's interesting because I get the King of Cups coming out once again, so I don't know if that's Jason's energy. It could be the age difference. I feel a heavy energy surrounding this topic. Thought I'd share that. There's insidious dark energy regarding what she's going through currently. I would believe it. I would believe it, to be honest, Dina. You just have to look for yourself. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you're going to have to look her channel up. And then it'll all click, I feel like, for you, to be honest. There's just something about this relationship, I feel like, that is very toxic for the both of these two. I do feel like they feed off of each other, both literally and figuratively. I feel like they feed off of each other. But I don't know why I see Trish having a baby. Like, I don't know what her situation is with that, but I see Trisha having a baby. Like, at least having one kid. But I feel like there's just something about this relationship that Trisha really wants to hold on to because it feeds some part of her. I feel like it feeds a void in her. And I feel like Jason is just kind of sucked in that void right now. Because it brings him a lot of benefits as well, too. So, Lord, I'm going to need to take another spiritual bath, honey. This has been the Trisha Paytas reading, you guys. Very interesting. I do agree, Dina. It's very heavy energy. All right. So, Trisha, you probably need to take a spiritual bath too, honey. Call me, all right, to let you know how to do that, all right, and also to give you a reading, maybe an astrology reading too. So, if you would like a personal reading, if you're not Trisha, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Once again, I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader. And this has been Trisha Paytas, all right. Trisha, we're wishing you the best. Let's say a quick prayer for Trisha. Lord, I thank you for opening Trisha's roads to prosperity and abundance, love and self-love, self-care. Thank you for removing any negative energies from around her, and allowing her to be more discerning and to be able to see clearly. Thank you for taking off the rose-colored glasses, taking away the fog, and opening up the pathway to happiness for Trisha. In the name of Jesus, I pray and I thank you. Thank you for surrounding her, her energy, her mind, her thoughts, her space, her belongings, and her, most importantly, with your watery wall of protection, your fiery wall of protection, and your warrior shield of protection. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, Trisha, I love you, and I love all of you. Until next time, if you would like a reading, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, and I'll catch you in the next live.